Clark County, Vancouver, Washington for Quiltfest Northwest. And I have some victims here who have agreed to talk with you about the show. And so we're going to introduce them and let them tell you a little bit about themselves, and then we're going to give you a great video on the quilts, which are, from my perspective, are spectacular. So to start with,
hi, I'm Wilma Scott. Last year, Diane Kane and I were co-chairs of last year's show. So this year, I'm here on an advisory position, and also did some of the scribing for the judge. I've worn my puka beads today in honor of our Hawaiian exhibition from wonderful Auntie Sue Bunda. And I started out doing traditional quilts, and now I do more art quilting.
Hi, I'm Sherry Olmstead, and I was quilt show chair 2 years ago with Lynn Chabon and did a little bit of advising. I took in quilts on Tuesday and helped hang. On Wednesday I scribed all day, and yesterday I actually played. It's my one day off.
look at your jacket. You have your little applique.
Yeah,
you decorate your clothing?
I didn't. This is someone, Bree Kribel in Portland, that does this.
Oh, so. Beautiful.
Yeah. Who's been a vendor at the show?
Oh, there's vendors?
There's vendors.
Awesome.
There's a vendor laying back.
Danger, danger.
My favorite part of the quilt show.
G.
Next.
And I'm Joanne Ross, and I'm a volunteer that floats around for most of the days of the show. I usually am here for the setup of the equipment and the hanging of the quilts. I volunteered during the judging day, and then I'm here pretty much all day during the show, and I rotate between manning the front desk, the ticket taking, the membership desk, block contest, or whatever. I've been a quilter for about 50 years, and I have 11 quilts in the show.
Is that the most?
No, there's
No?
lots more.
I have 18.
Yeah.
You have 15 quilts?
18.
18?
I thought 3 was amazing for me.
And next?
I'm Jim Sherman, and I've been in the guild about 6 or 7 years. And Wednesday I help the judges, which I always find fascinating, listening to their comments and everything on all the quilts. And I sort of go around, I'm taking tickets and doing different things, but I really enjoy the judging part of it. And
do you think someday you'll do that?
I was thinking, last year I was thinking seriously about it because I just retired in June. And you have to go through quite a bit of field work before you're certified.
Yeah. So here comes the judge.
So yeah, back to laughing. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's always been very interesting to me, and what I love about our judges in this show is they're very positive.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And they look for, they said, we're not trying to kill quilting as an art, we're trying to encourage quilters.
Right,
you know, so.
right. And see, that's what I loved about the Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show, which is my home base, is because there really is no judging. Everybody gets their 15 minutes of fame.
Yes.
You know,
That's
which
right.
is wonderful
Yes.
for people who are intimidated by that whole process. So Jim, you have your first ribbon this year,
Yes! I got 2 ribbons, and I was, after the judging, I was helping pin up ribbons, so I turned one over and it said, Jim Sherman! I went, I got a ribbon! And then I ended up getting
Someone
2.
call CNN!
They said, it's just so exciting your first time. So
Yes.
you feel real validated with all the work you've put in.
Yeah.
And so,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's why in Sisters they give participation
Yes.
ribbons.
Yes.
And that is a good
Then
thing.
everybody
too.
gets one. Yeah,
But
that's
you know,
right.
you
Yeah.
could have put in a baby quilt and you just get at least a little ribbon and stuff.
Yep.
So how long has the show been going on?
44 years. This is our 44th year.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So, and is it always held here?
We've been at the event center here for the last 4 years or 5 years? 4 years. 4 years, and we've been in this particular hall, which is their largest hall, the last 2 years. We started out in the smallest, and the next year we grew into the next size, and then we finally grown into this one.
Well, this is a spectacular space. I
It's
mean,
wonderful.
Really. Yeah, it's
Yes,
a wonderful
it is.
space.
I love the
Yeah.
lighting.
It
Yes.
has a huge window that gives you a lot of natural light too.
So how far do quilters come for your group? Where are they located?
They come from Idaho, they come from Montana, they come from
You mean
California.
to the group or to the show?
To the participants in your
A guild.
Our
Guild.
guild?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, they.
Well,
or
we
in
actually
Washington.
have them because we have 6 national speakers a year. And so we actually have them join from all over in order to take the classes with
Yeah,
us.
that's
So
true.
you do
And
have to
so-
be a member of the guild here.
Yes.
And the guild's name is
Clark County Quilters.
Clark County Quilters if you want to take a class. And the classes are 4 days? Is there 4 days of
Usually
class?
they're 2.
The
2
guild
days?
classes. The classes at the show, anyway, are open to the public.
Okay.
They're open to anyone.
And
Yeah.
so who are the teachers this year? Basically the,
The ones that we
Our
had
visitors.
Sam Hunter, we had
Lynn
Mel
Chabon.
B.
Lynn Chabon.
Lynn Chabon.
You'll see Lynn Chabon's amazing quilts, like the
Yes.
one with the faces down there.
Portraits.
Three of us,
Portrait quilts.
3 of us are a part of that, and she teaches that, and she teaches it pretty widespread, yeah.
And I
Next year
saw
we're
Miss-
having Susan Brubaker-Knapp. We're just so
Oh.
excited.
Yes.
well, I saw that you have Mr. Domestic.
We have Mr.
Right.
Domestic.
Yes.
Yes,
our-
and he taught at the guild as well.
Yes.
Yep.
See, that's the best part, I think, is that what happens at home is that if there's a teacher that's coming for a big workshop, they'll sometimes do a little guild event.
That's
which
right.
is- which is
That's what we
sweet.
love.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sweet. It's a whole different feel for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's been a pleasure. And now we're going to take a walk around the show before the hordes come in.
We'll enjoy.
Yes.
the show.
Yes.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
Thank you
the
for coming,
show.
yeah.
Thank
Please
you.
do.
Thank you.
Did anybody tell you about our special exhibits? We have the Purple Prince traveling exhibit, and we have the Fairytale International exhibit, and also along the far wall is the Fort Vancouver tapestry, which is historical for Clark County. And there are 11 Sasquatches in it, and if you find them all, you have good luck for the rest of your life.
Oh, well, we have to go there first. We need all the luck we can get. Well, thank you. Thank you for taking the time.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
So the lady in the photo at the beginning of the exhibit, Eleanor Vandewater, was quite a colorful character, and she was responsible for. It was sort of her brainchild to do the Fort Vancouver tapestry, and telling a lot of the historical aspects of Clark County and our history. And many people participated, and there's a list of them right here. That some are members of our guild that participated in the stitching. And it was quite a project. It went over several years. And so enjoy as you look at it and see a little bit of Clark County history.
Thank you. From what I understand, there are 11 Sasquatches in this tapestry, and if you find all 11, you'll have good luck for the rest of your life. And I have found number 1. So this exhibit is about fairy tales. So each person did a square depicting the fairy tale they wanted to immortalize. I really like this one around the corner, the three bears, because look at the patchwork in the bears. Rabbits Dance. Love Sashiko. This is a really interesting quilt because she took a panel and created a quilt, and it's absolutely beautiful. So there's a lot you can do with those panels. So this quilt is one of Jim's quilts that you met earlier, and he got a ribbon. wonderful way to capture memories. This woman here transferred photos onto fabric of different events in her husband's life and then pieced them into blocks. This is absolutely wonderful, and it looks like film. A lifetime of memories captured in a quilt. Another reason you want to join the Clark County Quilters, even if you don't live in Clark County, is you are able to take classes when teachers come to town. And this particular quilt was designed by Janet Fogg just for the Clark County Quilters as a mystery quilt. So I'm here at Quiltfest, and I've run into Janet Fogg, who is a designer and quilter. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been making quilts for, gosh, over 25 years, sewing most of my life. Started as a child. So in college I got a graphic design and illustration degree, and was an art director for several years before staying home. Choosing to stay at home to be with my kids. So
Right.
my love of quilting and my design background combined, and I started the quilting.
So how long have you been designing?
The pattern line has started in 2013,
2013.
roughly.
Wow.
Very end of 2012. Prior to that, I was just competing at the show level with show level quilts, which I still do. So this is a
And
secondary
do you travel
thing.
and teach?
I do a little bit. I'll be at Asilomar this May and next year in April.
And that's one of our favorite places.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of currently my only teaching, because I'm cutting back with grandchildren to
I know.
enjoy.
They keep us, they tug at our heart, and then we have to
Yeah.
kind of do things differently. So tell us a little bit about your display here. It's fantastic. You walk by and you just can't help but stop.
Well, I think what's attractive is to quilters is that they're all based off of traditional patterns. So the imagery is filtering through the actual quilt blocks. And that's something I've been known for throughout my career, is combining those two, just kind of straddling the fence of traditional and innovative. And so for the most part, this is Delectable Mountains, so the quilt's called Moose Mountain. So I try to draw in the name of the quilt block sometimes.
Oh, I see. Moose Mountain using Delectable Mountain block.
Bear paws for the bear.
Bear paws for the bear. That is so fabulous.
Yeah, so that's, I believe, King David's crown. So I've got Leo, the Lion King.
So other than your vendoring here at the Quiltfest, where would they find your patterns?
Stores can contact me. I have several in Alaska that carry the bears, and the ones, that apply to them. So various places, different stores in Texas carry it.
You don't have your own personal website that you mail out from?
Yes, I have my own website.
And what's that
store.
called?
Janet Fogg Quilts.
Janet Fogg Quilts.
Yes.
So they can find you there and
You
order.
can just Google Janet Fogg
and
that'll
order
come
a
up.
kit.
You can, yes. So.
Sweet. We like our kits because we're not good at color selection.
So yeah, I offer the patterns separately or a full kit with a pattern.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
taking a moment.
Sure.
Okay. wonderful quilt. This is a friendship and mentors quilt by this woman who learned so much from this group of women and created a little quilt of thread painting of their portraits. I hope I say that correctly. Mr. Domestic is teaching here this year. I would so love to take a class from him. This exhibit here, the Prince Cherrywood exhibit, is coming to Sisters this summer, so you'll get a close-up of these quilts. Stay tuned. transit system in London. This is interesting. It's kind of like a Zentangle. And she made it so the buildings, when you're standing in the middle of a street and you're looking up, the way the buildings all come together, and look at, it's the sky. I didn't touch the quilt. So that is basically the show. Over 500 quilts, spectacular variety. And just so you know, we couldn't take a picture of every single quilt, or this video would be weeks long, but we gave you the highlights as much as we could. And now we're heading to the vendor mall.